This entire video is me running through all of the records held by Tom Brady. This video is going to be over 4 minutes long. Starting things off with only the regular season records. Most games won by a player with 251. Most games played by a non-kicker, 335. Most games started by a skill position player with 333. Most division titles with 19. Fourth quarterback to beat all 32 teams. The only quarterback to win a game in 4 different countries. The most seasons with 35-plus touchdown passes, 6, tied with Aaron Rodgers. Most seasons with 40-plus touchdown passes, 3, tied with Aaron Rodgers. One of 3 quarterbacks to have multiple 5,000-yard seasons, Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes, the other ones. Most games with 2-plus touchdown passes with 204. Most games with 3-plus touchdown passes with 104. Most games with 4-plus touchdown passes with 39. Best QBR in a season with 87. That is a QBR, not pass rating. There is a difference. Best touchdown reception ratio in a single season with 28-2 in 2016. Most touchdown passes to different players. 96 different players caught a touchdown pass to Tom Brady in the regular season. Most wins on the road. Most wins at home. Most wins in one regular season by a quarterback. Only quarterback to have 3 consecutive games with 300-plus passing yards, 3-plus touchdown passes, and 0 interceptions. Most regular season starts by any player. Oldest quarterback to lead the league in passing yards at age 44 with 5,316 of them, which is also the most passing yards in a single season by anyone age 40 or older. Oldest player to win MVP. Oldest player to be named first team All-Pro. Most career passing yards. Most career touchdown passes with one team. Most career passing yards. Most career passing touchdowns in general. Most career Pro Bowls. Most career seasons starting a quarterback with one team. Most career seasons starting a quarterback in general. Most career completions, attempts. Most seasons leading the league in passing touchdowns. Most consecutive seasons winning 10-plus games. Most consecutive seasons winning 11-plus games. Most consecutive seasons having a winning record with 21. Most touchdown passes in a single season, age 40 or older, with 43 of them. The only quarterback to have 40-plus touchdown passes in a single season in the AFC and in the NFC. Most fourth-quarter comebacks and most game-winning drives. And now we move on to the playoffs. Most consecutive seasons in the NFL playoffs by a team, player, or head coach with 14. Most games started, most different quarterbacks beaten, most teams beaten, most stadiums won in, most games won by a starting quarterback, most consecutive wins by a starting quarterback, most touchdown passes to different players, 35 of them, most postseason road wins by a quarterback with 7, tied with Joe Flacco, by the way. Good for you, Joe. Oldest player to throw a touchdown pass in the playoffs at 45. Most consecutive wins to start a career by a quarterback in the playoffs with 10. Most career home wins by a quarterback with 21. Most consecutive home wins by a starting quarterback in the playoffs with 9. Most touchdown passes, yards, completions, and attempts. Most touchdown passes between one quarterback and receiver. Brady to Gronk has 15 of them. Wow. Most passing yards in one single playoff game. That's Super Bowl 52. He had 505 of them. Most passes intercepted. Well, fine. Most division titles won by a quarterback with 19. Most NFL conference championship game appearances with 14. Most conference championship wins with 10. Oldest quarterback to win an AFC title game. Oldest quarterback to win an NFC title game. Most career 300-plus passing yard games. Most game-winning drives. Most fourth-quarter comebacks. And most multi-touchdown pass games. And now we move on to the Super Bowl records. Most championships by NFL player and more Super Bowls than any team with 7. The only starting quarterback to win the Super Bowl for both the AFC and NFC. Most Super Bowl MVPs. One of only 2 starting quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl for 2 separate teams with Peyton Manning. Most touchdown passes, yards, completions, and attempts. Most completed passes in one single Super Bowl with 20. Most completions in a single Super Bowl with 43. Most attempted in a single Super Bowl with 62. Most passing yards in a single Super Bowl with 505. Most Super Bowl appearances 10. Most passing attempts without a single interception with 48. Oldest quarterback to start a Super Bowl. Oldest quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Oldest player to win a Super Bowl MVP. The most consecutive completions in a single Super Bowl with 16. And the most game-winning drives with 6. He's pretty good.